Wait, all right. Not bad. Not bad, everybody. Okay, so well done. Um, Let me go over to the attendance and
Teacher,
then, yeah,
I have a question about the grammatic. Tengo un
yes.
poco de confusión between could y be able to. O sea, más bien porque no cacho muy bien en qué caso debería ser, o sea, utilizar cualquiera de los dos. Porque si bien can y could es en presente y pasado, pero
Ah,
entre ellos no entiendo muy bien.
okay. Good question. Basically, Andrea, imagine this. Can and could are perfect, but they are only for present and past, nothing else. Able to is for present, past, and future. Yeah, but if you can use can, you can use able to. The idea is to, to mix, right? But able to is a bit for when you want to talk about future plans, because then normally use can or could, right? Like you're talking about your life in 5 years. You say, yeah, well, in 5 years, I I hope I will be able to get a house, right? So that will be the one thing. Able to is more complete because you can change the different tenses. Also, able to is the only one that you can use for being more specific with the time. Like, for example, imagine a present perfect, right? Like we're talking and you say, yeah, well, I haven't been able to move, right? You can't do that with could or can, because one is gonna be past, what the other one's gonna be present. So yeah, that's the thing. Able to gives you more of a chance to be more specific when you need it. Yes. All right, let me take the attendance. Sunday. All right. Guys, so we're not wasting a minute. I'm gonna take the attendance, but while I take the attendance, write in the chat, what do you remember about yesterday's class? Yeah? So, what do you remember about our previous class? Okay? Write that in the chat and I'm gonna go with the attendance, okay? Andrea Maldonado,
Present.
Andrea Lozada,
Present.
Andrea Largacha,
Present.
Angélica Loja,
Present.
Angie Estupiñán, Anthony Morán,
Present, mister.
hey, Boris Borbor, Cecilia,
Present, teacher.
Denis Alvarado, Diana Toala,
Present.
Doménica Altamirano,
Present.
Antonella Vera, Fiorella, Francisco Vargas,
Present, mister.
Gloria Ramírez,
Present.
Jair Monar,
Present.
Gillian Molina,
Present.
Karen Muela,
Present.
Leticia Pelesaca,
Present.
Lisbeth,
Present, mister. Good
Okay.
morning.
good morning. Marcelo Suarez,
Present.
Ronald, yeah,
Present, mister.
Victoria Cabrera,
Present, mister.
Victoria Salinas,
Present.
Javier Robalino,
Present, teacher.
Javier Maruri, Micaela Carrión,
Present.
Yomarly Ochoa.
Present.
All right, that's about everybody. So continue writing the comments so we can check, okay? Oh, okay, nice. I like seeing the comments. All right. Let me ask. Cecilia, Anthony, Diana.
Activities can call we able to activity in the platform writing activity.
Anthony, yesterday we did several activities in which we had one that was about articles. We also had an understanding of our listening, and we ending up doing an activity that we had to use can, could, and able to.
Yesterday in platform, we set the correct form of the sentence with a and the exercise with can, could, and able to.
Nice. I'm happy you remember that. We reviewed the articles first, right, Diana? Okay. Gloria, Gillian, Robalino.
We did some activities in the platform and some quizzes. We talk about articles A and D, and can, could, and be able to.
In yesterday class, we worked on the platform, did exercise, practice articles, and review stereotypes.
Yesterday we practiced exercise about could, can, and be able.
All right, well done. Okay, let's continue with, okay, wait a minute. All right, Yomarly, Dominica Altamirano, and Jair.
I remember talking about the articles, listening activities, with quizzes. I also learned about can and could.
Right on.
In the previous class, we learned about the use of can, could, be able to. We also practiced our listening and did some quizzes.
In the previous class, we did activities on the platform about can, could, be able to, articles.
Well done, well done. Who was next? Oh, no, that was Jair, yeah, sorry. All right, one more. Victoria Cabrera.
In class yesterday, we talked about articles, their pronunciation, and how and when to use them correctly. We also discussed would, be able to, and can't.
Yeah. Well done. Okay, so good job, everybody. Nice to be on the same page. Okay, so first off, we should take a second to revise a little bit more from the last unit we had. So, okay, we covered the grammar exercise, but let's try to do it in context. If you remember yesterday, we talked about success, right? You know, what are the things that you do that make you feel accomplished. So we're gonna combine that topic with the grammar. So check this out. Wait a minute. Okay, in this activity, what you gotta do is you're gonna read about different people that have tried but failed to learn something new. And you have to complete the blanks. For example, let me make this bigger. How can you complete the spaces? And you have options. for example. On the first day of the course, I was incredibly excited. First, we had 2 hours of theory, then we went into the sea to put it in practice. But as soon as I went under the water, I discovered that I suffer from claustrophobia. Space, do it. So what can connect that? If this person suffers from claustrophobia, what do you think, which of these options do you think can be used to complete that? Mm-hmm.
I just
Letter C.
Uh-huh. All right. And we continue, right? Just like that. So I analyze the context and I use the correct expression to complete it. Okay. So let me open that one. This is 1D. Sorry, just a second. Do you see it? 1D?
Mr. Unit 4A.
Bingo. Mhm.
Is 1D
Yeah.
read about 3?
1D is the activity, yes. All right. Remember, if there's questions about vocabulary, please, you can ask. So we finished that activity, yeah? Sweet. Let's move into a different direction now. So check this out. So you have a little, well, not a little, you have an image of a kid, right? Says, I am bored, the book is boring. Anybody knows the name of these words, bored and boring? What are they? And more importantly, what is the difference? Why bored in one case? Why boring in the other? Andrea Lozada says they are adjectives. She's right, they are adjectives. But what is the difference between bored with ed and bored with ing? What changes?
Who you are talking about?
Yeah, so for example, when bored, like the word is with ed, I'm talking about what?
People.
But what about the people? Like, am I describing the person or I'm describing emotion?
Emotion.
Yes. So interested, excited, right? Fascinated, terrified. those cases, I'm talking about emotion. But when I use ing, what am I talking about? Am I talking about emotion?
Describing something.
Nice. I can even describe someone. I tell you, no, that person is very interesting, right? It's a quality. Now, something I need you to remember, this applies for a large number of adjectives, but not all of them, okay? For example, interest, of course, terrified, excite. But for example, if I take an adjective like happy, I can say happy at happying, right? So it depends the adjective, but for a large number, I can use this. Okay, so now let's try. This is an exercise you are going to do, but before you do it, we're gonna check together, okay? All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's try some examples. Maybe Diana, can you read number 1?
What do you do? Anything that is most exciting? So, a sport to watch?
Nice. Now, should we say excited, sport, or exciting?
Exciting.
Yeah, because we're describing what?
Action.
But in this case, yeah, very good. Like to watch, right? What is exciting to watch? Okay, 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 okay. What about number 2? Let's try maybe Karen. Can you read number 2, Karen?
Wasn't the most amazing
Mhm,
scenery you have ever seen.
mhm. Amazing, right? Oh, and this word is scenery, right? Okay. And the last one, let's go for 3. Let's try Francisco. Can you read number 3, Francisco?
Yes. What music do you listen to if you feel depressing?
But remember, depressing is like the situation. Depressed is the emotion. So what do you think?
Depressed.
Yes. Okay. So that's what we're doing, all right? Let me open it. When you finish it, we're gonna ask the questions to our partners. Okay, so let me make sure it is open. Mhm. Okay, you have 6 minutes for this one, all right? So rush it and we check.
Mister, la actividad no está, o sea, estaba, pero ya no está.
Mister, no sale.
What? Give me a second.
Ajá, no sale.
For B, no.
O sea, estaba, pero se fue.
Check again. Do you see it now?
Yes.
Sí, ahora ya está, ya está.
All right, nice. Right on. We completed the questions, yeah? Okay, so let's check the answers, all right? Just quickly. Lisbeth, what is the answer for number 4?
Lisa,
Eh,
eight.
it's
Disappointed.
have you ever been
Disappointed.
disappointed by birthday presents?
Nice. Right, Lisbeth, thank you. Anthony, help us with 5.
Five. Which
Yeah.
do you find more tiring?
Excellent. Andrea Largacha, 6.
Okay. Embarrassing. What's
Yes.
the most embarrassing thing?
Very good. Very good, very good. Leticia, 7.
Are you frightened?
Frightened. Yes, very good. Remember, frightened is a more emphatic version of scared, right? If you are frightened, that means that you're really scared. Okay. 8, 9, and 10. Andrea Maldonado, 8. Angie, 9. Yes.
Hey, do you feel very tired?
Very good. 9.
Who's the most boring person you can know?
Yeah, who's the most boring person you know? Yes.
You know.
Right. Uh-huh. Right, Angie. And Yomarly, 10.
Do you ever get frustrated with technology? No sé cómo se pronuncia, technology.
Technology. But frustrating
Technology.
or frustrated?
Frustrated.
Yes. Okay. Good job, everybody. So now here's what we're gonna do. So we can practice this. The ocean. All right. So I send the questions to our WhatsApp group. What we're gonna do, boys and girls, is I'm gonna put you in groups. Of the 10 questions, choose 2 and ask the 2 to your partner. Okay? So for example, Andrea Largacha, can you ask question number 1 for Andrea Lozada? Oh, no, sorry. Choose a question and ask it for Andrea Lozada.
A ver. Are you afraid of hate? Hate. The number 7.
Are you frightened?
Right.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
¿Respondo?
Yes.
No, I'm not afraid. I'm not frightened of heights.
Nice. Now, Andrea, your turn. Ask a question for Andrea Lagacha.
Andrea, what do you think is the most exciting sport to watch?
Maybe volley or tennis.
Can you think of reasons why? Mhm.
That's that two sports are interesting to me. I never played them, but I don't know. I think if I practice them, I will like them. Like since I don't like football, it's a little boring to me. I don't know.
No. I totally agree with you. Like, that's a good take. Some sports are just fun to watch. Okay, so it is like that, all right? So then you do it again. Everybody asks 2 questions to their partner. What I'm gonna ask of you is pay attention so you remember, because then when we come out of the groups, I'm gonna ask you, so what did your partner say? Okay, I don't want you that moment going like, what did you say? Okay, so do listen. All right, let's go in, join the groups. I'll give you 5 minutes for this one. All right, let's go. All right, hi, welcome back. So let's see. From the questions you have that, you ask your partner, I like to hear what they said. Okay, so from the first group, maybe Yomarli, what is something that your partners told you that you remember?
La pregunta que me hicieron.
Or maybe a question you ask and you remember what they answered.
Three.
Okay, you ask question 3 and what they say.
I listen to romantic music. Romantic music de Leonardo Fabio y más artistas en general de romance.
All right, so like slow music.
Romantic music, yeah.
Okay. All right, Yomarli, thank you. Okay, group 2. Victoria Salinas. Victoria. Okay.
Victoria Salinas, ¿verdad?
Yes.
Ya.
All right. Maybe Gloria from that group.
Okay, I asked her the question number 5.
And what did she say?
That she find more tiring speaking English because she don't like it.
It's all right. All right. Thank you. Let's go for 3. Leticia, what was a question that you asked and you remember?
7.
Yeah, tell us.
Yes, because she is scared of
Heights.
¿cómo se dice?
Heights.
Height.
That's checks out. All right, thank you, Leticia. In group 4, Boris. What is a question they ask you and you remember?
Have you ever been disappointed by a birthday present? And Andrea Largacha told me that she has never disagreed with what she has been given.
That's it. And what about you?
No, I'm not disappointed.
I like that. You guys are thankful people. Right on, Boris. Good job. Group 5, Jillian. What is a question that you were asked and you remember?
Yeah, the question is, what do you think is the most exciting sport to watch? The answer for Cecilia is volley because it's her favorite sport, and for another partner was football.
All right. Thank you, Jillian. Well done. Okay. Let's go with group 6. Marcelo? Marcelo? Okay, Angie?
Yes.
Hey, Angie. What is a question that you know that you can answer?
Question 7.
Okay.
Are you
Frightened.
Okay. I afraid of heights, alturas, heights.
I am afraid of heights.
Heights, looking down and being too far off the rooms, me dicen, mareos, dicen.
Okay, that makes you dizzy.
Dicen.
Dizzy. All right. Okay, Angie. Thank you. Okay, group 7. Micaela Carrión. Micaela. All right. Anthony.
Hello, Mr.
Hey, buddy. What is a question that you can answer?
Francisco question that what is it? Yeah. Who is the most boring person you know?
And what did you say?
My uncle is very boring as he just spent his time playing PlayStation.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Good job, bud. Thank you, Anthony. All right. Where was he? Here. Okay. And finally, group 8. Angélica. Angélica. All right, then Jair.
Angélica me dice que no le sirve el micrófono cuando nos comunicamos por chat.
Dang it. All right, thank you, Victoria. All right, then Jair from that
Yes,
group.
teacher.
Hey, Jair, what is a question you can answer?
The question 10, do you ever be frustrated by technology? I have I have never felt frustrated by technology because I like it a lot.
All right. Okay, Jade, well done. Like, what is your favorite technology piece? Like, we're talking about phones, consoles, computers. Like, what is the technology, device that you like the most?
Computer.
Nice. But like for games?
Yes.
Nice. All right. Okay, well done. Now we're gonna continue with that unit, but we are going to switch to, okay, we're gonna switch first to listening, and then we're gonna go back to do other reading activities, okay? So let me show you. That's good. All right, boys and girls, we're gonna do it together. Okay? So let's read the instructions first. Victoria Cabrera, can you help us?
Read.
Yes, please.
Que no veo. You're going to listen to 6 students of English giving a tip which has helping them to learn. Once and complete their tip.
Right, Victoria. So we have like tips. Tips are recommendations. So 6 recommendations that can help you, right? So, for example, the first one. So the first one? Oh my God, you're sorry. I'm not sharing audio. Thank you, Anthony. Let's go again.
40. 1. One very easy thing you can do is just change the language to English on all the gadgets you have. For example, on your phone or laptop or tablet.
So change the language to English on all day?
All the change and you have, for example, in your iPhone.
Okay, but what is the word here? They say
Gadgets.
Gadgets. Very good. For example, on your phone or
computer.
Yeah, they say laptop or tablet.
Oh,
Nice.
tablet.
So it's like that. All right. I'm gonna play the audio for you and you have to complete it. Let me open this activity. This is activity 6A. So let me make sure you can see it. All right. Yeah. Okay.
No me sale la actividad, mister.
¿Cómo sale la actividad?
Can you refresh?
O sea, salía y después se eliminó.
Sí, salía después.
Ajá.
Yeah, that happens. Do you see it now?
No.
Wait a second. Okay, so I show. Do you see it now? Can you refresh?
no sale.
Ya
No, but-
sale, Miss.
Ahí
Okay.
ya salió.
Okay, nice. All right, guys, let's go. Listen and take notes, okay? Open the activity and we do it together. So first time.
2.40. 1.
One very easy thing you can do is just change the language to English on all the gadgets you have. For example, on your phone or laptop or tablet. That way you're reading English every day, and without really noticing, you just learn a whole lot of vocabulary. For example, the things you see on your screen, like, "Are you sure you want to shut down now?" Things like that.
2.
My tip is to do things that you like doing, but in English. So, for example, if you like reading, then read in English. If you like the cinema, watch films in English with subtitles. If you like computer games, play them in English. But don't do things you don't enjoy in your language. I mean, if you don't like reading in your language, you'll enjoy it even less in English. And so you probably won't learn anything.
3.
What really helped me to improve my English was having an Australian boyfriend. He didn't speak any Hungarian. Well, not many foreigners do. So we spoke English all the time, and my English improved really quickly. We broke up when he went back to Australia, but by then I could speak pretty fluently. We didn't exactly finish as friends, but I'll always be grateful to him for the English I learned. So my tip is, try to find an English-speaking boyfriend or girlfriend.
That's a good tip.
4.
I've always thought that learning vocabulary is very important, so I bought a vocabulary flashcard app for my phone. I write down all the new words and phrases I want to remember, in Polish and in English, and then when I get a quiet moment, I test myself. It really helps me remember new vocabulary. So that's my tip. Get a vocabulary learning app for your phone.
5.
I think one of the big problems when you're learning something new is motivation, something to make you carry on and not give up. So my tip is to book yourself a holiday in an English-speaking country, or a country where people speak very good English, like Holland, as a little reward for yourself. And so you can actually practice your English. It's really motivating when you go somewhere and find that people understand you and you can communicate. Last year, I went to Amsterdam for a weekend and I had a great time and I spoke a lot of English.
6.
If you love music, which I do, my tip is to listen to as many songs as possible in English and then learn to sing them. It's so easy nowadays with YouTube. First I download the lyrics and try to understand them. Then I sing along with the singer and try to copy the way he or she sings. This is fantastic for your pronunciation. Then, once I can do it well, I go back to YouTube and get a karaoke version of the song. And then I sing it. It's fun, and your English will really improve as a result.
All right, let me play it again.
2.40. 1.
One very easy thing you can do is just change the language to English on all the gadgets you have. For example, on your phone or laptop or tablet. That way you're reading English every day, and without really noticing, you just learn a whole lot of vocabulary. For example, the things you see on your screen, like, "Are you sure you want to shut down now?" Things like that.
2.
My tip is to do things that you like doing, but in English. So, for example, if you like reading, then read in English. If you like the cinema, watch films in English with subtitles. If you like computer games, play them in English. But don't do things you don't enjoy in your language. I mean, if you don't like reading in your language, you'll enjoy it even less in English. And so you probably won't learn anything.
3.
What really helped me to improve my English was having an Australian boyfriend. He didn't speak any Hungarian. Well, not many foreigners do. So we spoke English all the time, and my English improved really quickly. We broke up when he went back to Australia, but by then I could speak pretty fluently. We didn't exactly finish as friends, but I'll always be grateful to him for the English I learned. So my tip is, try to find an English-speaking boyfriend or girlfriend.
4.
I've always thought that learning vocabulary is very important, so I bought a vocabulary flashcard app for my phone. I write down all the new words and phrases I want to remember, in Polish and in English, and then when I get a quiet moment, I test myself. It really helps me remember new vocabulary. So that's my tip. Get a vocabulary learning app for your phone.
5.
I think one of the big problems when you're learning something new is motivation, something to make you carry on and not give up. So my tip is to book yourself a holiday in an English-speaking country or a country where people speak very good English, like Holland, as a little reward for yourself. And so you can actually practice your English. It's really motivating when you go somewhere and find that people understand you and you can communicate. Last year, I went to Amsterdam for a weekend and I had a great time and I spoke a lot of English.
6.
If you love music, which I do, my tip is to listen to as many songs as possible in English and then learn to sing them. It's so easy nowadays with YouTube. First I download the lyrics and try to understand them. Then I sing along with the singer and try to copy the way he or she sings. This is fantastic for your pronunciation. Then, once I can do it well, I go back to YouTube and get a karaoke version of the song. And then I sing it. It's fun, and your English will really improve as a result.
Se me acaba el tiempo, estoy tratando de completar.
Oh,
Uno,
wait,
dos,
wait.
sí, sí, por. You know, se cerró.
Yes.
Mister, se cerró.
Otro
Sí,
intento.
sí, estaba entrando. Ya.
Wait a minute.
Toda una 30 minutos.
Please. Okay. I reopened it. Just fill out your answers, okay? And yeah. So I get a second try. Just fill out your answers. Okay, so now hopefully you got another chance to like put in your answer. So let's take 15 for a break and then we come back, all right? Have a good one. I'll see you in a minute. Hi again. Remember, camera's back on. I'm gonna take the attendance once again. So, Andrea Maldonado.
Present.
Andrea Lozada.
Present.
Andrea Largacha.
Present.
Angelica Loja. Oh yeah, the microphone. Text if you know. Oh yeah, there you are. Angie Estupiñán.
Present.
Anthony.
Present, Mister.
Hey, Cecilia.
Present.
Hello. Diana.
Present.
Domenica Altamirano.
Present.
Francisco Vargas.
Present, Mister.
Gloria Ramírez. Okay. Jair,
Present.
Gillian Molina,
Present.
Karen Muela,
Present.
Leticia Belesaca,
Present.
Lisbeth Guamán,
Present, mister.
Marcelo Suárez,
Present.
Marcelo, Ronald José,
Present. Mister.
Victoria Cabrera,
Present.
Victoria Salinas, all right, Javier Robalino,
Present, teacher.
and Micaela,
Present.
nice, and Yomarly.
Present.
Me llamo,
All right, that's everyone. All right. So,
me llamo, disculpe.
oh, who's
Boris
that?
Isidoro.
Oh
No,
yeah,
Boris.
Boris. Sorry, I had already marked you.
Ok, gracias.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's continue. So now that you have that, all right, so I'm gonna ask you to write something in the chat. In the last activity, you saw 6 tips for people who are learning English, right? So the question for you is, which of the tips do you like the most? Okay, which of the tips do you like the most and why? For example, I like number 6. Number 6 is actually how I improved a lot of fluency and everything with music. Yeah. Okay. So that's the activity. Let me write an example so you can see it. Yes, there.
Mi se podría poner la actividad, es que ya no se puede ver.
Okay. Let me send a screenshot to our WhatsApp group, okay? Okay. All right. Let's go with 5, okay? Okay, let's read some of your examples. All right. All right, Micaela. Yeah, let's start with Micaela. Micaela, can you read your example?
I like tip 1 because changing the language of my cell phone will make it better to hear, to pronounce, and write in English.
That's actually true. All right, Micaela, thank you. Let's go with Karen.
I like type 4 because it is easier to have a vocabulary on my phone, and so I have it nervy when I need to speak or understand something in English. Plus, it helps me with pronunciation.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good thing. Ronald.
I like 3. I make English speaking with friends online, and we practice English together every day. O sea,
No, I get you. Nice. So you mean like how did you meet them? Like they are friends or like in video games? Are they family?
online.
But like they are family or are they friends?
Pues, repeat.
Yeah. So like the recommendation for you, like with online people, like family or friends, what do you recommend?
Online people.
All right. Thank you. Let's go for Victoria Cabrera. All right, then Domenica Altamirano, can you read yours?
Mr. Hola,
Yeah?
ahí estoy. Me
Okay.
mencionó.
Yes, can you read your answer?
Yes, I like number 6 because I think that listening to and singing in another language can help you learn it much faster.
Right on. Good job. Domenica Altamirano?
I like the first, the second, and the sixth one because those are simple and easy tips that can help you improve your English. And by getting vocabulary, pronunciation, and learn some slangs while you watch movies or listen music. You can even do like the third one, but without being necessary boyfriend or girlfriend, just like
Yeah.
meeting people. That's too
Or-
good.
Right on. Great explanation, Domenica. Excellent. Yo Marley? Uh-huh. Okay, maybe Lisbeth?
Hello,
Hello.
Mr.
Yes.
I like nice tip number 5. I think is the most helpful when you learn a new language. It is important to the participate with not speakers that is the best way to learn, and you can also know the culture.
Yes, that's true. That's true. All right. Yo Marley? Yeah? I thought you were gonna say something because of the microphone. Okay, so Let's move then. So that was about the listening. All right. We're gonna practice some reading, okay? Yes? Hi, Marley.
Sí,
How are
pero ya
you?
regresé. Eso, o sea, se me desconectó el internet.
Oh, okay. That happens, don't worry. But can you hear now? Yes. Oh. All right. Okay, sorry, I got a bit sidetracked. Okay, so in this activity, right, you have to do the following. I'm gonna send you an image to the WhatsApp group. Okay. So what you're gonna do, boys and girls, is the following. Let me open it again. Okay, this activity 5B. Do you see it? 5B? Yes, no, yes. Yes? All right. Okay, so why do you need the image? In activity 5B, what do you have to do? You're going to learn about a man called Alex Rawlings. He speaks 11 languages, right? So what you're going to check, is that here you have the languages, right? You have to connect the number to the language. For example, wait, I forgot one. If I show you number 1 and number 2, hello and guten Tag, right? So the first one, hello, is for what language?
German.
German.
Hello is German?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and guten Tag?
German too.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so let's move then to number 3. Looking at the images, right? Number 3 says bonjour. Bonjour. Sorry, I don't.
French.
French, right. So what number is that? We put it. Okay. Number 4, shalom. You can Google, absolutely. Shalom is what?
I think it's Hebrew. Hebrew.
Hebrew. Okay. 5, privet.
Russian.
Mhm. Hello, it's me.
English.
What are you? Yeah. I don't even know how to pronounce that. That one is what?
Great, creo.
Greek?
Great, yes.
All right. Bon dia.
Buen día. Catalán.
Hola. Hola.
Spanish.
Ah. Guten Dank.
Dutch. Dutch.
Dutch. And ciao.
Italiano.
Okay, so we have one that we haven't put.
You can
Okay.
say hello in Afrikaans too.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that
y guten Tag. Yes,
German.
and guten Tag is German.
Okay. So no, don't worry. So let's go back. So then this is hello, and this is guten Tag. All right. Make sure you complete it though. Okay. Basically what we just did.
The activity, what is this?
5B.
No me sale.
Everybody else can see it? 5B? Yeah. Refresh, Anthony.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. All right. If you have it, let me move to another. Okay. And one more thing to check is this. All right. This is the last one for the previous unit. Once again, we're gonna check it together, okay? Do you see it? Activity 5E, do you see it? All right, this is another little piece of vocabulary that you can check out. So when you learn about a person like Alex Rowley, the one who speaks 11 languages, something interesting that they say is that he taught himself. They say this. Wait, let me make this bigger. I don't know why. I'm trying. Okay. So focus on the first line. He taught himself, right? So when you have expressions like that, like himself, what is the idea? Was somebody else teaching him? Or who was doing that? Mm-hmm. So what do we think? These expressions, myself, yourself, himself, herself, we use them when we want to emphasize something. Yeah, there is a difference between, I talk to my friend and I talk to myself, right? If the action doesn't include another element and is the same, like doing and receiving, then we use this reflexive pronouns. Basically, they emphasize that, the subject is doing the action to the subject, no more elements. Like talk to yourself, teach yourself, right? Do it by yourself. Okay. Now you have this activity. You have to use itself, yourself, herself, myself, himself. In number one, I always test what? If it's I, which of the 5 do you use?
Myself.
Nice. And for number 2, my uncle.
Himself. Himself.
For number 3?
Itself.
And number 4, did you fix the computer?
Yourself.
Not sure. And the last one, my sister is so vain. When she passes a mirror, nice. Okay, so make sure to complete it, all right? And we move on to the next one. Did we send it? Yes? All right. Oh, okay, Angie. Just make sure to send it and we move to the next part, okay? Okay. All right. So let's move on then from apples to oranges. And but before you do that, sorry, just a second. Nah, let's just go to the next part. All right, so with that, the last unit is completely done. So let's go to the next one. I'm gonna start off with this part, right? And so let's take a second to, listen the pronunciation, and then we're gonna read it, right? To practice that a bit more. So that's it. And here we are.
2.42.
Listen.
1.
You have to wear a seatbelt in a car.
Do you have to work on Saturdays?
I had to wear a uniform at my primary school.
I'll have to get up early tomorrow. My interview is at 9 o'clock.
2.
You must be on time tomorrow because there's a test.
You must remember to phone Emily. It's her birthday.
3.
I love the Louvre.
You have to go when you're in Paris.
You must see this film. It's amazing.
Okay, so sure, Kari. Let's practice the pronunciation. Andrea Maldonado, can you read sentences, the two sentences from number 1? You have to.
You have to wear a seatbelt in a car.
Continue.
La de abajo también.
Yeah, just 1 and 2.
Okay. Do you have to work on Saturday?
Nice. Dominica Altamirano, 3 and 4. For number 1, I had to.
I had to wear a uniform at primary school. I'll have to get up early tomorrow. My interview is at 9.
Nice, Dominica. Cecilia, can you read for number 2? You must.
You won't be on time tomorrow because there is a test. You won't remember to call Emily. It's her birthday.
Yes, good job. Leticia, 3.
I love the Louvre.
I think it's
You
the
have
Louvre.
love. Yeah. You have to go when you are in Paris.
The last one, you must.
You must see this film. It is amazing.
Nice. Okay, so the question is, have to and must are similar, right? So tell me in the chat, why do we use them? If you look at the sentence, you have to wear a uniform. You must be on time because there is a test, right? You must watch this. You have to see this. So what do you express when you use these phrases? What are you talking about?
Obligation.
Nice. For example, if you're in a cinema, you must. Yeah. If you are in a cinema, you must.
Turn off your phone.
Yeah. Very good. Easy as that, right? And now, what there is the structure, right? After must, what do you have?
Infinitive.
Nice. That doesn't change it. That doesn't change. So it's always going to be he must be, not he must is. He must be infinitive. Now, what about have to though? Do you notice something? I had to. I'll have to, right? So what happened here?
After to, we use the verb in infinitive.
Yes. And what about have? Is have always going to be in present?
No, just must is in present.
Nice. So I can change, I can play around, right? I had to, I didn't have to. But in the case of have, if this works like a normal verb, so he has to, right? Or, she doesn't have to. All right, so that's important to remember. Okay, so tell me something. Tell me one thing you have to do every day. All right, write it in the chat. Just a sentence. Something you have to do every day. In my case, I have to feed my dogs. So write an example. One thing you have to do every day. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to ask a couple of you to read your examples, okay? Jillian, Angie, Diana, Javier. Can you read your examples?
Yeah, I have to get up early tomorrow and go to university.
Nice. Next one.
Yeah, I have to go to work and then go to college like at night.
Nice. Late at night, right? Late at night.
At night.
Dijo Javier, teacher.
Yes.
I have to finish the exercise on TC.
That's true. That's true. All right. Diana and Micaela.
I have to get early in the morning every day for
Yeah.
my kids.
Oh, okay, okay. I get you. I get you.
I have
All
to
right.
work every day.
Me too. That's the life. That's the life. All right. Nice. So, but what happens when it's negative? So, here there's going to be a bit of a difference. So, let me show you. Check this out. Once again, I'm going to play it so you check and then we practice pronunciation. All right. So
2.43.
You don't have to pay. This museum is free.
You don't have to go to the party if you don't want to.
all right.
2.44.
You mustn't park here.
You mustn't eat that cake. It's for the party.
Okay, so what will be the difference here? When you say that you don't have to do something, what does that mean? Andrea fighting for her life over there. But yeah, like when you say that you don't have to, imagine this. Your friend has a birthday, right? Your friend has a birthday and they tell you, oh yeah, Diana, you can come anytime you want. And you say, do I have to give you money? They'll say, no, you don't have to. If you want to, it's okay, but you don't have to. So have to in negative means what?
Sería no puedes. Más como.
But that's the thing. Like, it's not permitted or is not an obligation.
Not an obligation.
So that's very important to remember, because if you want to say that it's not permitted, don't have to doesn't give you that sentiment. Okay? Like, imagine, once again, in the cinema, right? You're in the cinema and somebody tells you, you don't have to smoke. So that means you can do it, but you don't have to, right? So don't have to in negative means that it's an option and you choose whether you want to do it or not, right? But what about mustn't? You mustn't park, yes?
It's an obligation.
Yeah, but an obligation in negative is about, for example, Jillian, you are in the library, right? And they say, you mustn't be loud. You mustn't talk. That means that talking is an option or is not permitted.
Not permitted.
So you see it when don't have to, yeah, sorry.
Can you repeat the difference with the positive form?
Yeah, so in positive, have to and mustn't are the same meaning, right? But in negative, don't have to is softer. It's like, yeah, you don't have to, but it's an option, your choice, right? But mustn't in negative is like, is not permitted. Yeah. So for example, must in positive and negative is like for the rules, you know? Like,
So in positive form, you can use two forms.
yes. In positive, one or the other, the same thing. Yeah, like you're talking about work, you have to be at work. You must be at work. But if it's negative, yeah, you don't have to be at work. If you want to, it's fine. But the other one, no, you mustn't do that at work. Okay. All right. So let's see. What is something? And wait a minute. Sorry, just a second. Okay, what is something you mustn't do in Guayaquil? Just an example. Like I will tell you, no. In Guayaquil is too restrictive. Let me change the question. Wait a second. What is something you mustn't do at work? Okay, so for example, in my work, you mustn't, because I'm a teacher, you mustn't accept like presents from the students. Yeah, that's something for my work, right? So tell me what is something that you mustn't do at work, any work. For example, if you are a firefighter, you must not be out of shape. That's important. Okay, so you can tell about any job. What is something that you mustn't do? Okay, come on, write your example. Okay. All right, Andrea Maldonado, then Domenica Altamirano.
I must play during school hours.
I must play or I mustn't?
I mustn't play during school hours.
Nice. Domenica.
You mustn't get drunk while working.
Yes. Anything before and after work goes, but like not during, right? Diana, and then Lisbeth.
In my work, I mustn't give my personal phone number to the customer.
Nice, nice. Well done. All right, let's pass it then to Andrea Largacha.
Okay. I must okay. You mustn't play video games at work.
That's a fair point. Well done. Okay. Next one. Boris.
You mustn't drink in a work.
Yes. Right. Okay. Excellent. The last one is the one that you probably are more familiar with, right? So you have seen must, you have seen have to. The last one is actually the one that you already know the most. So let me play it for you. I'm gonna play it so you can check and then we practice pronunciation, okay?
2.45. You should take warm clothes with you to Dublin. It might be cold at night.
You shouldn't drink so much coffee. It isn't good for you.
I think the government should do something about unemployment.
All right. So in this case, what do you express with should?
Advice.
Uh-huh. And I like to think of it, okay, so shooting positive is advice and shooting negative, you shouldn't. Mm-hmm.
Something that you don't have to do.
Mm-hmm. I like to think of it more of something that is not a good idea, right? Should is a good idea that you want to happen. Shouldn't is a bad idea that you hope doesn't happen, right? You're in a restaurant and you tell your friend, like, buddy, you shouldn't, you shouldn't buy so much. It's gonna be expensive, right? That's what you think is a bad idea and you don't want to continue. And should, well, it's a good thing that you want to happen. You tell your friend, yeah, you should get more sleep, right? You should definitely buy that Xbox, right? So like that. So let's jump into practice then, okay? Now, just like we always do, sorry, before I send you to work on the platform, let's practice on a website so that, you know, we can check. Here's the first one. Choose the correct answer, all right? I think people should recycle, should to recycle, or ought recycle.
Sure.
Yes. Okay. So let me send it to you. 2 minutes, do it, and we check. Okay. All right. Okay, let's check together. Museum is free. You?
John.
Very good. 3. You?
Must. No. Must.
You mustn't.
Often.
Mustn't.
4. You?
You shouldn't.
I?
I had.
Had.
Nice. Always remember the context. I was, right? Good job. And 6. You?
You ought to.
You must.
Okay. Ought to is ought to. I didn't explain this to you, but ought to is basically it's a combination between must and should, but it's not used frequently. Ought to is more it's your responsibility. Yeah, you ought to vote, for example. All right, one more. In this one, you actually have to write. You have to write where you have to write must, should, shouldn't, ought, or don't have, depending. Okay, that's the one. Okay, so let's come now to the platform, all right? So you're gonna have two activities that are gonna be open, all right? The first one is this. Wait just a second. Okay. All right. So I was telling you, you have two activities, right? In one, it's about meaning. So you're gonna put the correct expression here. So you don't need to do this. It's not necessary. Which of these connects that? Don't do it. It's not necessary. You should change it. You have to keep your phone. You don't have to shout. You must not use your phone. If it's not necessary and you don't have to do it, which of the four expressions do you need? Uh-huh. Yes. Listen again. You don't need to do this. It's not necessary. So which of the four expressions means that it's not necessary? Yeah.
You must not use your phone.
It's not must. What is it?
You must not use your phone.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. Remember that must not is when something is not permitted. Remember.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Don't
Yes.
have to. Don't have to means that it's not necessary, but you can do it. There is an option. Must not means that it's not permitted. All right. Okay. That's one. The other one is to check the correct forms. Okay. So maybe it's the two, maybe it's one. So for example, do you think space we should ought to text dad to tell him we'll be late? So should and text, yeah, that is correct. That can connect. And ought to text, yes, it's also correct. So in some cases, you have to mark the two of them. Okay. And now, what about this one? You, space, send text when you are driving. So
you mustn't.
Nice. In this one, can I say you don't have to send messages when you're driving? Is that correct?
O sea, también está bien dicho.
So remember, but don't have to means that like you still can do it.
Incorrect because.
Entonces incorrecto.
Okay, incorrect because what someone was saying because.
Because you always have to you always must have your view of to the front
On the road.
I mean, yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna open this too, all right? So 1B and 2B. Oh, okay.
¿Cuáles son las actividades?
Wait a minute. 1B and 2B. You should see them right now. Wait, let me open the time. 1 and 2. Okay. The two activities are open. Do you see them? All right. You have 10 minutes for both. All right. They're not long, so you can do them. Just focus up. All right. Let me put the timer on.
Mister, todavía no salen las actividades.
Can you hit refresh? I think some people see them. Can you hit refresh? A ver. Can you check again? Do you see them now?
No.
But hit refresh just in case. Now? Yes?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, let's work with 10 minutes then, boys and girls. And back. Any questions? I'm here for you, all right?
Teacher, I have a question. Sobre la de Grammar Bank 1B, en las que no son, ¿lo dejamos vacío o le ponemos la rayita? Porque la otra vez me parece que había que dejar vacío.
The instruction doesn't say anything, so leave it empty.
Yo puse las rayitas, pero me salió como incorrecto.
Don't worry, I mean, all of these ones I have to check manually, so don't stress.
Mister, en la actividad 1B me quedan como un minuto. Estaba
What?
leyendo la... Sí, 1B.
But
Sí,
do it quickly, because wait a second. I think
ok,
it should be closed. But
sí.
that's the two activities were like super short.
Ah, se cerró.
All right. Okay. All right. So let's move to the next one, okay?
Mister, ¿será que puede volver a abrir las actividades? Porque se me cerraron.
But which one? But like, guys, the two activities were short. Like, one of them, it was just like a minute. Like 2B, I understand. Like 2B was gonna take, no, sorry, the opposite. 1B was gonna take some time, but 2B was literally just connecting four ideas. And I told you that it was 10 minutes. Mm. All right. When I reopen them like later, you get another chance, okay? But let's move. You have to manage the time better, kids. All right. So for the next one, we're doing the same. We're doing something a bit different. So manners. Manners. Manners is basically the way you act and how you do and what you say when you are with another person, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to make examples about showing your manners. Look at the first three. Whenever you're in someone else's house, you should say please and thank you. When you're eating, you must not talk with your mouth full. When you're in a supermarket, you don't have to put the shopping cart back, but it's polite to do it. So basically, when you're in a supermarket, like putting the carrito, you don't have to do it. It's not your job, but it's polite, it helps. Yeah. So think about two different situations and then talk about, what to do and say. For example, when you're in the bank, when you are at work, when you are at school, right? And then just write two examples. Okay. So, Andrea Maldonado, talk to me. What's the activity? What are you gonna do? Or, all right, maybe Diana? Can you tell us, Diana, what is the activity? What are you gonna do?
We write about activities. And we can use must and have to.
Yes.
Or
But Diana, do we have to talk about only one place, one situation, or we can think different situations and what to do?
I hear two.
Yes, yeah, perfect, too. So, at the bank, in public, with your family, right? Okay. The link is in the chat. Did you enter? Oh, yeah, yes, you did. I'm seeing a couple of, all right, sweet. So just two examples. But don't forget to mention the situation, though. Okay? All right. Eight minutes, all right? Any new vocabulary that you have or that you want me to help you with, please let me know. Okie dokie. All right. Let's see. All right. I'm just gonna go over them as quick as I can, okay? So we don't linger too long on this. Yeah, that's a good one, Andrea. Don't forget to put the other one there as well. Andrea Lozada. Yes, you shouldn't. Good job. Andrea Largacha. Good job. Angelica. Yeah. Okay, Angelica, I think you mean like you should introduce yourself. Make a brief introduction of yourself. You know, hi, my name is this. Da, 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 da. Nice. Yeah. Good job, Angelica. Okay, Angie. Okay, that's a good job. Anthony. That's a good thing. So how do you say this? I know it's not obligatory, so I know you don't what? Yeah, Anthony? So what's another way to say that it's not obligatory? You don't.
O sea, sería, is your decision or.
But remember the structure? You can use have to here.
It's don't have, pues.
Yeah. I mean, for example. Yeah. So that's another way to say, I know you don't have to leave a tip, but I think you should. You can combine them. That makes it better.
Okay.
Right, Anthony? Thank you, Diana. All right, Boris. Yeah. Cecilia. Nice. Yeah, absolutely. Someone says like, that was amazing. Like, I know. All right, Diana. Good job, Diana. Domenica. Yeah. That's a good one. Hey, do you want something? No. All right. Gloria. You mustn't chew gum. Oh, really? You can't chew gum in Singapore.
No, you mustn't.
God damn, I didn't know. All right. Nice. That's good to know. Jair. Yeah, very good. Jillian. Yes. Another way to say it, Jillian, you say gentle or polite. Same thing. Karen. Yeah. Leticia. Yeah, when you bump into someone. Oh, but Leticia, you don't have to use the phone. So like, it's an option to use the phone in the bank. Is you don't have to or you mustn't? Because remember, if you say that you don't have to, that means that it's an option, like you can do it. Mustn't is a prohibition.
Entonces almost.
Yes, always remember, mustn't is like for the rules. All right. Nice, Lisbeth, good. Nice. I love that the excuse me can also be like the start of something else, Liz, you know? You hit someone, you're like, excuse me, like with that vibe. All right, Marcelo. Yeah. That nice. Very good, Ronald. Victoria. Oh, that's an important thing. Like you don't want to get too touchy. Some people are like that. Like it's the first day they meet you and they're like touching you all over. Okay. Victoria Salinas. Yeah, that's a good one. Javier. Nice, Javier. Very good. Micaela. Yeah. Nice. And your Marley. Now that's an important one. Cover your mouth or something when you sneeze. Yes. Nice. Very good. All right. I like that you put the distinction here. Like you don't have to in work meetings, but it's good manners to do it. Okay. Beautiful. I have a little one. It's a short one and we wrap it up. Okay. All right. Okay, join quickly, and with this one, we finish. As you join, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions, okay? So we're maximizing the time. Okay, join in. As you join in, Dominica Altamirano, tell me one thing you remember about the second part of the class.
This thing like be polite and use thank you. And we also learn about have to, should. Those are the things I remember.
No, amazing. Great job. Domenica, let's pass it to maybe Andrea Lozada. Something else you remember about the second part of the class?
We learned grammatic, the ways that you can say something that you don't have to do, and things that you have to do, and things like an advice, like you should do. And we read about the different way to say, for example, you should buy it and that kind of stuff.
Excellent. All right, Jair, do you remember something else about the last part of the class?
Is the use of the could on the most, I don't have to, and the grammar one in the activities.
Nice. All right, well done. Okay, everybody in? Let's go. All right. Okay, kids, that's gonna be all for now. Excellent work today. Hope you have a beautiful week. Take care, stay safe. I'll see you next Saturday, all right? So, see you around.
Bye,
Bye.
mister.
Mister, los videos
Bye.
están esta semana,
Bye,
¿verdad?
mister.
Wait a second, Anthony. We'll talk in a moment. Or
Los videos es hasta esta semana.
I'm gonna put new ones. No, I mean, basically it's until like the course ends. But don't let them accumulate, because then that's more work for you and more work for me. You know?
Okay.
All right. Okay, see you around, kids. Have a good one.